I've manifested speaking on TEDx stages. I've manifested getting married to the love of my life. I've manifested a multi-six-figure business. I manifested buying my dream Mercedes car. I even manifested becoming a best-selling author in 30 days. And I was able to do all of that because of my 30-day manifestation plan. Now, I will say the way that I personally manifest is a lot different than most people because when I first got into manifesting, people just told me you can get whatever you want if you think about what you want and you think positively about it. But of course, that actually never worked for me. So I personally created an actual game plan that I could follow consistently for a month so I can automatically become a match for what it is that I want. So that's why I want to share in today's video my exact 30-day plan to manifest literally anything that you want. And the reason why I'm creating this video right now is because I actually just did this for myself because next week is September and I have a specific goal that I want to manifest. So as I was going through this process and creating my 30-day plan, I'm like, okay, I want to share it with all of you because I know all of you want to be manifesting something specific. And this plan, honestly, it never fails. It always works for me. Now, before I get into it, because there's a lot that I'm going to cover in today's video, I just want to say, if you're not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe because the goal that I'm actually trying to manifest in September is hitting 50,000 subscribers on this platform because every single time I create a video, it's not just me posting a video, it's me sharing every single thing that I've learned to change my life. And my entire purpose is to help you build your most unforgettable life, rewrite your identity so you can actually get whatever it is that you want. So if you're not subscribed, just hit subscribe. Okay, so now let's get into it. I want to first start off by saying I am doing this exact, once again, 30-day plan with you. And this plan, it will not work unless you commit to doing it every single day. So by the end of this video, once again, you're gonna have the exact game plan of what to do specifically for your goal in order to get it in September. So I want you to commit right now, put it in the comments, write down commit that you're actually going to commit to this system because once again, you have seen how much I've been able to manifest, not because of the thing that I'm doing, but because of the commitment and the belief that I have behind the process I'm gonna share with you today. So I have everything inside in my notes, so I don't forget anything. So there are 4 steps that I'm gonna go through in order for you to once again manifest anything you want. So first step, which is the easiest step, we're not going to spend that much time on this one, but it is choose a specific goal that you want to manifest. Now, I want to say pick a goal, whether it's big or whether it's small. So it doesn't really matter specifically what the goal is, but you want to choose whatever feels best for you. For me, once again, like what I just shared, the goal that I'm focusing on next month is hitting 50,000 subscribers. It seems like a very stretched goal. It feels scary, but also feels really exciting. So I always say pick a goal that feels good for you, but also get really specific. So this helps you manifest quicker than just like a general goal. So if I just said, oh, I want to gain more subscribers or I want to make more money, that's not really specific and there's no emotional connection to it. So for you, once again, if you want to, I don't know, manifest your partner, you want to manifest a new home, get specific. What does that home look like? What does that partner have for you? How does that partner show love for you? So get specific, once again, helps you manifest so much faster. And then be detached AF to that goal. Because I always say it's not about time, it's about alignment. And this might feel a little contradicting considering this entire video is about how to actually manifest a goal in 30 days. But you can manifest it a lot faster. You can manifest it in a day, you can manifest it next week, or you can manifest it in 31 days. The time does not matter, but the reason why I structure it this way is because most people, they put like a deadline, whether it's like 6 months or a year out, and to be honest, you can manifest a lot faster. So once you choose your specific goal, the second step that you're doing is you're gonna create a new identity to actually match that goal. What I said earlier is it's not whether or not you're gonna get the goal or you're not gonna get the goal. You automatically get the goal when you actually become a match for that goal itself. So there's 3 parts in order for you to create an identity. You have thoughts, you have beliefs, and you have actions. Those 3 together actually create the identity for, once again, the goal, the desire, the thing that you're trying to manifest. So you can do this right now, grab a piece of paper, grab a pen, or you can do this later. But the first portion of creating your identity to once again be a match for your goal is your thoughts. Now, your thought process is basically what you're thinking about all day in connection with your goal. odds are right now, the thoughts that you're thinking about your goal, they're either positive thoughts that are helping you get closer, or they're negative and self-limiting belief thoughts. Now, a lot of the times, especially for me, previously when I was trying to manifest like a multi six-figure business, I had a lot of limiting belief thoughts that I didn't even realize were actually blocking me from getting sales. So that's why it's really important to write down thoughts that will actually be a match for the goal that you're trying to get. So I want to share my list for the 50,000 subscriber goal that I wrote down, because once again, I already did everything that I'm going to share in this video with you for that goal. So the list that I came up with, the thoughts that once again, I want to start to really think about to once again be a match for that goal is, it's so easy for me to come up with content ideas. Recording is so fun because I get to share what I learn. Every week, I have the opportunity to help thousands of people. So once again, sometimes you can have anxiety around your goal, and sometimes I will think about like, okay, now I have to record, and sometimes it feels really heavy because I want to make sure I do well and it goes viral. So that's why I'm writing things like recording is so fun, because I get to share what I learn. It's natural and simple for me to share it in front of the camera. I'm so grateful I have learned so much to share with the world. The fact that I can reach hundreds of thousands of people with one video is a blessing. I'm so proud of changing my life that I can now help others do the same. I'm so thankful I get paid to make videos on YouTube. It's so exciting to know that I can reach my goal at any time. These thoughts right now I'm thinking about actively, but previously I probably wasn't thinking those thoughts, because now, since once again I created it, I'm thinking about it. But right now you want to think about what are the thoughts that you're thinking about your goal, and are they a match for you actually having that goal? And you can see how specific I got with this list, because it matters, and it matters a lot. So once again, if you have the goal of making X amount of money, subconsciously you might have thoughts about, oh my gosh, this thing is so expensive, I don't want to pay this bill, I'm constantly checking my bank account. Like, all of those thoughts, they are not a match for what it is that you want to bring in. So that's why we're writing these thoughts down. And in the next step, I'm going to share with you how you're actually going to embed this in your mind, but get detailed with all of these thoughts. And this is just a short list of mine. You can write down literally 50 thoughts if you want to, but start with at least like 10. So after you write down all the thoughts, the next step in creating your identity is your belief system. Now, your beliefs is basically all around what do you believe to be true about your goal. Now, this is every single thing that you want to start to adopt, every single thing that you want to start to adapt in order for you to actually like easily get this goal to you. Because if you have a lot of limiting beliefs around the goal that you're trying to get, like it's impossible for me to ever get my dream car, it's impossible for me to ever excel in my career, that's not really going to be helping you actually get what it is that you want. So my list for the 50,000 subscriber goal is anyone at any time can find my videos, watch them, and explode in my views. One of the biggest limiting beliefs I'm trying to work through is every new video I create is the reason why I'm gonna go like viral and explode. But to be honest, like anyone once again can find my previous videos, they can watch it, the algorithm can pick it up and it can go viral, and I can explode literally overnight without even needing to post a new video. So do you see what I'm saying? It's like the beliefs that you actually want to believe that are gonna work in your favor is what you wanna write down here. My videos aren't what goes viral, I am what causes virality. There are thousands of people actively searching for my videos. It's not about time, it's about alignment. All of you guys should have that belief written down for you. I can edit as much or as little as I want to. That is not a reflection of my success on YouTube, because it's very easy. I mean, if you're in the content creation, editing, YouTube business space on its own, there's so much that you can always refine. So that can sometimes become a limiting belief. Every video I post can go viral. Title, thumbnails, editing is all in addition. Every video I post makes me thousands. There is no right or wrong way to create videos. There is only your way. So every single belief should honestly, like when I read this list, I'm like, oh my gosh, if this were all to be true, this would be amazing. It can all be true. You just have to believe in it. And we're going to go through once again how you're going to program your mind to actually believe in these concepts. But write it down. If it feels like it's too good to be true, you're on the right path because you want empowering beliefs to once again become a match for what it is that you're trying to get. And then the last portion of step number 2 when it comes to creating your identity is what actions, and I also have habits written down because habits are what actually transform your identity and habits are made up with actions. So what actions would I be taking if I already had my goal? Now, I always say, and this is, I think I'm jumping ahead because I think it's on my next or previous slide, but when you're doing actions, you're taking action as if, once again, you're already living, breathing this goal. So if you were already a 6-figure business owner, if you're already a wife, if you're already someone who had 6-pack abs, what actions would you be doing every single day to maintain that thing? So for me, if I already had 50,000 subscribers on YouTube, I would be posting at least 1 video a week, which I'm already doing right now. Creating content with my life's experience. I wouldn't be thinking about what is going to go viral. I would be sharing what's actually happening in my life. Dedicating time to learn more about my craft, learn more about the context and the education I'm actually sharing in my videos. Dedicated time to outline video topics. Dedicated time to record and edit. Time to relax and tap into my creativity. This is also very crucial. If I already had the subscribers, I wouldn't be frantically always recording, always posting. I would be giving myself time to tap into different type of styles that I can create. Making at least 1 post a week on my YouTube channel. That's something I actually need to do because YouTube is not just about videos, it's about posts. Sharing the journey with my audience on my other social media platforms. So I wrote on asterisk here, it's not about how many actions you take, it's about the alignment because more actions is not always better, okay? And this is all gonna make sense. I keep saying it, but like in the next 2 slides, this will make much more sense of what I'm talking about. But like make a list for now when you're creating your identity for all the actions and all the habits. Just make the list of all of the actions once again you would be taking if you already had it. This does not mean you're taking all of those actions in one day, but it could be just any action on its own. So now that we've done step number 1, which is choosing a specific goal, step number 2, which is creating your identity, step number 3 is now actually reprogramming your mind to become that identity. So this is something that I have done probably, honestly, over 5 years now, and it is literally the best thing that you can ever do when it comes to becoming the version of you that is a match for the goal that you're trying to get. And this is recording all of the thoughts that you have written down and recording all of the beliefs. So go on your phone, go into the recording app on your phone, and I want you to record you verbally saying all of the thoughts that you have written down and all of the beliefs. Now, it can be all in one recording or you can do 2 separate recordings. The reason why you're doing this is because every single morning when you wake up, you're gonna pull up your phone and the first thing that you're gonna do before you get up, before you look at your phone, before you do anything, is you're gonna listen to these thoughts. The reason why you're gonna do it right when you wake up in the morning is because you're still in that dreamy state. That is when your subconscious brain is open to change. So you're gonna start to train your mind to think about all of these thoughts and really adapt all of these beliefs. Now, yes, I wrote down here, you can listen to it throughout the day, you can listen to it at night as well, but for me, I've seen it work the most for me personally in the morning right when I wake up. Now, I wrote this down here. The reason why this works so well is because repetition creates new neural pathways in your brain to adapt to change. So your brain is very neuroplastic. It's adaptable to anything that you basically feed it. But consciously, our ego and our personality will not accept new thoughts and beliefs that we are not accustomed to believing. So if we can record ourselves actually saying these thoughts and beliefs and listen to it every single morning for 30 days, you will actually start to think those thoughts and you will actually start to believe all of the beliefs that you have written down and you have recorded. And just a little insight, I actually do this for affirmations, I do this for mantras, I do this for morning codes, nighttime codes, reminders to shift into. So I use this for a lot more than just this, but this is probably the biggest thing that you're going to take away from this video is record your beliefs and thoughts, because you're gonna honestly become a completely different person by the end of 30 days. Now, the fourth step to actually get this manifestation is creating a list of daily non-negotiables. Now, this is where like your actual 30-day game plan comes into play, because you picked out the goal, you created that identity, you recorded the beliefs and the thoughts, you have all the tools. Now you actually want to use the tool. So this is, once again, what you're going to commit to for 30 days straight. You're going to be living in the end state, and you're going to commit. You're not going to skip a day. You're going to do it every single day. So you're going to be taking these actions from a maintenance energy as if it was already yours. So that's kind of what I was describing earlier. You're not just taking actions, and you're not just creating habits from your current state right now, from the state where your thoughts and your beliefs do not match what it is you're trying to get. You're taking actions as if you already had it. Now, non-negotiables are basically things that you're doing every single day to maintain something that you already have. So regardless of what is happening in your life, you're gonna commit to doing this. So my list of non-negotiables for my 50,000 subscriber goal is meditate, journal, listen to my recordings every single morning. Your non-negotiable every single day, one of them is going to be listening to your recordings. The second one for me is at least 1 hour of dedicated YouTube work, which is either going to be recording, outlining, editing, responding to all my subscribers, because if I already had 50,000 subscribers, I'd be responding to each and every one of you, and I'm already doing this right now. And at least 1 hour of dedicated learning. So this is learning about what I share with you guys, learning about mindset, learning about the brain, learning about psychology, learning about money. And this can be listening to a podcast, reading a book, watching videos, anything. Now you can see this list is very short. It's very short compared to all of my actions and my habits. Now, the reason why this list is very short is because throughout the day and throughout the week, I'll probably be taking way more action than this list. But if I already had 50,000 subscribers, I wouldn't need to be doing more. So now when you take action, it's not out of a state of, I have to do this in order to control the outcome. It's out of a state of joy and excitement. Because if I do all my non-negotiables, that's it. That's like, I'm done for the day. I don't need to do anything more in order for me to get my goal. Because once again, manifestation, the root of what manifestation is attracting what you want based on your identity, based on who you are actually at your core. If I already had, and I know I sound like a broken record, but once again, if I already had 50,000 subscribers, that's all that I need to do. I don't need to do more. If I want to do more, it is just extra. So this truly is the silver lining when it comes to manifesting a goal in 30 days is you have the goal, you have the actions, you have the identity, you have the non-negotiables, but the entire point is to be detached and have so much fun when you're doing it. Because if you already were in the living end state, like, you'd be enjoying yourself. This wouldn't feel like work. You're just doing the things necessary in order for you to just be in that state, to just be in that lifestyle. And that is how I've been able to manifest so many things in such a short period of time, not because I need to, but because I'm having so much fun while I'm actually doing it. And I just want to say, if you're thinking this is way too simple, it actually is, because the months, the days, the weeks where it feels effortless, that's when you know you're aligned. When you're still doing the work, you're still doing your non-negotiables, but you're so detached to when, where, how it's actually going to play out. So this is your game plan. Pick the goal, create the identity. Once again, your identity is made up with your thoughts, beliefs, actions / habits. Record your beliefs and thoughts, and then make a list of non-negotiables. It is not enough to just do these actions. Live by them, breathe by them, do them every single day. And once again, if you didn't comment below, comment commit, because this is actually going to work if you follow through with it. Also, come back, let me know on this video or on my Instagram. If you don't follow me, send me a message. Let me know that you're here, that this worked for you. And the fact that you're doing this challenge, just let me know, because once again, I'm doing this with you guys. That's all for this week's episode. If you haven't watched this video, make sure to watch it next. I love you so much. Have the most amazing next month, and I will see you guys back here next week for another new episode. Until then, make sure that you stay unforgettable.